you know. And I think that's what is going to help elevate other people when they really get exposed to who you are and what you do. Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Oh, reverse. Appreciate you, brother.
If you're looking to manifest your legendary vision with a proven one-on-one coaching system, DM me with the word legend, and we'll talk about how I can help you craft and take action on your legendary vision. Let's go. About to connect with my guy, StoryKing Brent, for breakfast. And we always have these conversations. Whenever we talk, we always are like, damn, we should be recorded. So this is why we record this.
He just posted a screenshot of a song that me and my production partner Alex, that we sampled and made a beat in high school. This is like a decade ago. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But like he posted just like, yo, remember when y'all did this? And it's just like, bro, I haven't even thought of that in so long. But you know, you never know, bro. You never know how your art is hitting somebody else. That's why you just gotta create, bro. It's up for us to create, you know?
Literally, like I keep telling myself that we were put here to create.
Word.
It's crazy.
So literally, like, God is a creator.
Right.
We made in the image of.
We're all little.
So we're creators. Bro.
Right. And I've been thinking this thing, right? Like, I feel like we're all these media, basically small media outlets, like all television channels.
Yeah.
But it's interesting how people tune in and they start to gain insight from you in your life, but they might not even say anything to you ever. Mm-hmm. Or they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I saw that thing you did like 2 years ago. What? Yeah, I remember that." I'm like, that's crazy.
It is, bro.
That's cool, though. That's the thing about social media, bro.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta take that in stride too, bro. Like, that's a good thing that you connected with people in that way.
Exactly.
You know, take those reference points. Like that's awesome.
It's like that'll give you the fuel to keep going.
Yeah, man. Seriously. I remember when my party got canceled in LA, and I pulled up to the factory next week, and the girls was just like, "Yo, sorry, your party got canceled." And I'm just like, like, you know what I mean? I didn't even know who they were, but they were invested in the vision. It was like, man, that's fire. I like that.
That's amazing, man. I think that's why it's important to just keep going. You know, it's like have your own vision,
right?
And then the impediments are gonna come, but like I think that outside the external opinions of others, they shouldn't matter.
Right.
They do.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I definitely feel you.
You know.
Yeah, because it's like we care about it so much that even. I think it's just the standards thing, man. I think it's just like, okay, you have a vision in your head of what you want it to be like. It's probably a grand vision. It may be out of our budget or our equipment, you know what I mean? But like you just want it to look a certain way. When in reality, what I'm learning is that people really are just invested in you. They really kind of don't even care what it is. Like, I have one of my boys in LA, Fresh Chester. You know what I'm saying? He throws parties 88 by 11 miles in LA. There's like 3,000 people that come to his parties, right? And he watches a lot of YouTube vlogs. Mm-hmm. He's been telling me for like 2 years to like do YouTube vlogs. And I'm just like, bro, first off, I'm vain, but I'm not that vain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be like, oh, I got up today, this is what I wore. It's just like, yo, that's not me. I couldn't do it. Right. And like the vlogs and stuff I come across is just like girls in a selfie cam and stuff. It's just like, bro, what is this about? Yeah. You know? Even when like rappers and producers have vlogs and stuff, they'll be like 20 minutes, but only 5 minutes of it is like even anything going on. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but when I was at his house visiting earlier this year, and he was just, watching his normal stuff, what I started to realize when I was watching these vlogs with him and then reading the comments that go along with him is that people just want to be engage with what you're doing. It doesn't matter if the video is 20 minutes and you're just sitting in the studio smoking. You know, people are just like, yo, that's like, yo, this is my favorite artist sitting in the studio smoking. Like, wow, this is how this sounds. Like, they just really want to be in your world. However close you want to bring them.
That's so
once I understood that, I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. You know, and then I did my first vlog, and I hired somebody for it, and I didn't all the way know what my vision was. Yeah. And I talked to them, and they were able to bring it to life. So that first vlog that I released was kind of like me just telling them what I wanted, what I wanted to get across, and he kind of put that together. Bro, I accepted the first draft. When he sent it to me, I'm just like, yo, this is better than anything I expected. Like, this is everything I wanted. Right. So I'm using his template as I learn how to edit and things like that. I'm kind of following that same script. So like a lot of the things like the testimonials and everything like that is just like that's part of my vision. But the way it all like comes together and everything is like interesting and stuff like that, we're gonna keep it going, bro.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
It's so cool because you don't know what you're gonna get.
Right.
Because, like, you might get you might just get, like, the view of a beautiful hotel.
Yes.
But you also might get, like, a funny conversation in an Uber. Or,
Word.
Somebody saying something nice about you. Or, you know, I think, or you just like, yo, go get your tickets for it.
Exactly.
I just really think that that's cool.
Thank you, bro.
And I think the whole thing about being okay with looking silly at first, I think that's a huge thing. Because for me, like some people, I might hear somebody be like, "Damn, yeah, this person looks crazy," or "Look at them looking dumb as hell." Right. And I'm like, I don't want to look crazy or dumb, you know.
Yeah, bro.
But you can't. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like people. I know one guy had DM'd me when I posted like a story about my family and stuff like that. He was just like, yo, you post cool stuff all the time, but like, he was like, this is cool too. You know what I mean? Like, he just felt the need to tell me that, you know? And I was just like, yo, you know what? Like, people like all aspects of us, man. You know?
That's so real.
Even the ones that we may try to hide, you know what I mean? Like, so, I feel like people just want to like connect on a deeper level, you know? However that may be. But at the same time, they still want that superhero, bro. So I haven't figured that out. I don't know.
Like, what's the balance?
I don't know. Exactly. What's the balance? What's too much?
Yeah. Because I've seen people that go like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to show my family at all. This is just for business.
Right.
But then I'm like, well, because I think everybody's trying to become the better version of themselves.
True.
So if you're just posting business and you're helping people, that's great. Yeah. But maybe you posting the fact that you have a kid or you know, stuff like that could be helpful to somebody.
Because people can relate to that too. It's like, oh, here's this guy who's married, who has a kid, who's doing what I want to do.
Who's actually,
so it's like it's like the whole package.
Right. So. And I think everybody's trying to find the right thing for them.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are just like, what am I gonna do?
Right.
Even like honestly myself. Like, I know that I'm doing things, but sometimes I'm like, is this the perfect thing? You know? But at the same time, like we go through the steps, like you know,
just figuring it out.
Just going through it.
I think when it comes down to it, we feel the best when we're just doing whatever's our thing.
Whatever's our thing. Exactly.
And whatever we like at the end of the day. I mean, bro, we've been blessed with taste. You know, everybody don't have that gift. So it's just like, at the end of the day, you know what's good and what feels the best and what's not. You know what I mean? So I feel like
that's true.
You can trust your gut over anybody else.
That's
like,
true.
Definitely take everybody's opinion into account, but it's just like at the end of the day, I'm gonna go with what I want. But I do value your insight and stuff.
Right.
Value your feedback.
That's so real. Like I thought about that in terms of, because there's this term that I didn't know about before, like a multi-potential, like it's basically like a jack of all trades or somebody that you know, master of none kind of person, or like Renaissance man, and I had trouble trying to figure out like this dude has a 9-to-5, but he also has a podcast, also makes music. What?
Yes.
You know, he also does these things. He's into business acquisitions, real estate development.
Powerful.
It doesn't make sense, but at the same time, it's like if that's what you like, that's what I like.
Yep.
You know, and I think that's what is gonna help elevate other people when they really get exposed to who you are and what you do. Oh, thank you. Oh, I think. Thanks a lot.
Breakfast sandwich.
Thank you. Oh, reverse.
Oh, thanks a
Appreciate
lot.
you, brother.
Thank you. But you know what I mean? It's just real thing. Like I like the fact that you kind of took a template and then you worked with that.
Yep.
So that like in the event that you do have a full team or part-time team, they'll be able to take your template and then go from that.
Yeah, bro. I'm a creature of habit. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you notice, even like on my IG stories, I just follow a template, man. It's just that's the way I operate. I operate with templates. Like I do best with familiarity, and people kind of know what to expect.
Yeah, having a template. Like I'm realizing that's what the key is, because not having one, it makes you feel disorganized and like confused.
Right. I'm a creature of habit, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like, I know one girl told me, I even put it as a caption one time. She was just like, yo, all you do is get haircuts and travel. And I'm like, yo, there's an element of truth to that.
I designed my life this way.
Yo, seriously. That's not by accident.
What you see is what you get.
Word up. Yo.
This is like perfect breakfast sandwich, bro. Oh my gosh. This is crazy.
Love it.
They put jelly on it. Wow. Actually, I don't know if it's supposed to do this on my hands or not.
You good with me, bro. You ain't gotta, you know what I mean? We in it. We in it, dog. We are in it.
That's real, man. How is your family doing, bro?
Yo, they doing as good as they can be, man. My sister, she remains in good spirits. My mom, she's grinding. Like my mom, she's a seamstress and stuff too. Yeah, bro. So like, when she's always talking about designing a new dress and stuff like that, and I try to encourage her, to keep that going. Like don't stop. But yeah, bro, my mom, she's always been designing dresses and stuff. That's like kind of where like my love for like fabrics and stuff come from.
Really?
As a kid, I would just be in the fabric store for like 3 hours, like roaming around and stuff like that.
Yes.
Filling on all the different fabrics and stuff like that. So it kind of rubbed off in the door, So shout outs to moms, man.
I can relate. It was funny. My mom came here. She was like, "Yeah, I want to see you, but I want to go to Mood Fabric."
Mood is legit though. Mood is fire.
I can put the toppings on the side if you want.
Everything good with you on the family side though, bro? Immediate and extended. You got your own family now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Everybody's
Which
good.
is powerful.
Yeah, man. Everybody's
This I'm gonna bring you one.
Oh, the service is ridiculous. Like, fire.
Yeah.
The attention.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah.
But no, everybody's good, man. Yeah.
Thank you. Wow, that was a record time. Like, word to everything, this gotta become a norm. You know what I mean? Like,
I was literally thinking that, like, I think something that it does for your mentality.
for sure. Like a lot of people will say things like, oh, I don't care about clothes, or I don't care about like upscale stuff, woo-woo. But there's no denying the impact it has on you mentally. You feel better when you're fresh. You can't tell me that clothes don't matter when you put on a good outfit and you walking different. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
that's literally proof that clothes do matter.
They do.
You can't tell me that like stuff like this doesn't matter, but when you're in this type of place, you're like, oh yeah, you know, you got a different air about yourself. Or even when people talk about like the cars that they drive, or they don't care about stuff like that. It's like, bro, when I'm whipping, you know,
a Porsche,
a Honda or something like that, it's different from when I hop out the Porsche.
Yeah.
I hop out very like
you
it's
think
different.
you feel way different.
Like, of course, other people react to you differently.
Yeah.
You react to yourself differently. That's what that stuff is. I mean, it's important, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta get fresh.
Yeah, man. I have this like I always say, like we have to taste the dream. Like even if you haven't, like for instance, even if you don't have a full-time maid, like get one in for a day,
For
or
sure.
half a day or whatever.
Yep.
See what that feels like.
Absolutely.
Because I think the more exposure you get, the more you get closer to that dream. You know. Sometimes like on a Sunday or something, I'll just like I visit the dream. Do you like, what do you think about visualization? Like, because I have this whole thing. I'm like, I want to go visit the dream, and I think about like the car that I'm gonna have, the mansion or whatever, the full time, hospitality service, but I also think about like how chaotic and hectic your life has to be for a little bit to get to the next level. I think that's what's honestly that's what scares me a little bit about success, like the chaos. You know what I'm saying? But what do you think about the whole visualization thing?
As you were describing it, I was like, oh, I don't really visualize and things like that. But as you started to explain it, maybe I do it subconsciously and not as intentionally as you do, right? Because when I go out of town, I'll rent a Porsche. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm just a guy that should have a Porsche. You know what I mean? Like that's just my energy. And it's like, I don't have one to own now, but this is me in my best self. You know what I mean? Not even flexing or anything like that, but it's just like once I get it and I drive it, I'm like, this feels right. This feels appropriate. So I guess that is visualization. You know what I mean? Or like if we go to a place like this, or we go anywhere, or we kind of have the audacity to wear some of the things we wear, it's just because like, we're only doing this life thing once. I can't wait until whatever you have in your head, like I gotta do it now.
That's the thing. Like I'm like, you can't wait for stuff, you know. And what you said to me a couple of weeks ago, you were like, we paid our dues for doing it the regular way.
For sure.
We already know what that feels like.
Absolutely.
And I just think that people that don't take the chance on themselves, it's like you're probably doing yourself a disservice and the people around you if you don't like make that song or like go tell that joke in front of an audience.
Yeah.
I just it's just crazy.
Absolutely.
What you think about? Oh, I was about to say, what you think about the T.I. thing?
What's the T.I. thing?
He does stand up.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. But.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm all for rappers or anybody like taking things to the next level. You know what I mean? Or like chasing after something that's unorthodox. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always use Kanye as an example, but they told him he was just a producer.
Yeah.
Then they told him he was just a rapper producer.
Yeah.
Now he's a fashion icon, and he's about to go into tech and like
and real
estate, everything. So it's just like, bro, there's no limits. Like,
there's no limit.
Where's the Master P, man? There's no limit. No limit.
I think that
seriously, do whatever.
Literally, I think another person for me is Donald Glover.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
1,000%.
Stand up, acting, singing. I think rapping. What else? He probably does some other things that we don't even know about yet. But I just think, for me, like, for a while I was thinking about like getting permission to like calling people, yo, you think I should do this?
Right.
Is that silly? But like, forget that. You know what I'm saying?
It, because really we just want somebody to tell us what we're already thinking. We don't even want to hear the other side of it. You know what I mean?
We don't.
I mean, it's like I feel it because I'll do it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta get over that. asking permission to dream, you know what I'm saying, or asking permission to live our best lives, or the version of ourselves that we have in our head, you know? Only we know. It's like, just think, bro. On a Marvel hero movie, if somebody's life is in danger, bro, the superhero has to show up, not like the regular person. You know what I mean? Like, if Gotham City is messed up, Bruce Wayne can't pull up. Like, bro, what is Bruce Wayne gonna do? Where's Batman, dog?
Get your glasses on.
Like, what? Like, yo, watch out, bro.
That's hilarious.
What are you doing, bro? You call Batman? Like, what's up? You know? So, just be Batman, bro.
Dang, man. This content game, man.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
All the editing and stuff like that. It's very time consuming.
Literally. People don't, I feel like people don't talk about that enough. Like how long it takes to edit, bro. But I think that's why it's cool to have, like, to do it in segments, or do your recording in segments, like the way that you have, like you, because it seems like you have your B-roll, you put that in there intentionally.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, it's like when you're doing it, it's like, okay, this is great B-roll, this is great for a transition.
Exactly, word. You gotta take all that into account for sure.
I remember a few years ago, I was literally looking at my videos from a few years ago, and there was this like 4-minute video that I made, and it brought me back to the time where like it really took me about 7 or 8 hours to edit that joint.
No, for real.
It was like
No, seriously. That's how long it takes.
especially if you want it to look right,
Yeah,
you know, the way that
yeah.
you want it to be. Low-key almost full.
That's how long it takes, bro. And plus, like, you know, we're not like the professionals. Like, you know, maybe they can do it a little bit more, but it's just so many moving pieces. You got the audio, the B-roll, the filters, the music, syncing everything together, the text, all those.
And
We
then,
don't get it right though.
yeah, exactly. But I do think at a certain point, that's what will make us better producers of the content.
For sure.
Because I actually started doing that for my job, like making podcasts. So I'm like, it's crazy how
That's what's up.
that could turn out that way.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're looking to manifest your legendary vision with a proven one-on-one coaching system, DM me with the word legend, and we'll talk about how I can help you craft and take action on your legendary vision. Let's go.